Did very good his freshman year and summer. Dave Moore. 9-5.
They beat Sulphur the other night, 1-0.
There it is. Is that his song?
Yes.
We're what's the name now?
Well, good morning and welcome to McMurray Park. And the first pitch from Cameron Kingery misses high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. St. Louis versus the Haughton Buccaneers. And the 1-0 pitch is called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike now from Kingery. Kingery on the mound. Aguilar behind the plate. Fly ball towards center field. Gonzalez takes a few steps to his left and makes the grab for out number 1. Palermo at first, Granger at second base, Fontenot at shortstop, and Cochran at third. In the outfield, Richard in left, Julian Gonzalez in center field, and Kyle Goodo in right. First pitch from Kingery, just off the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike.
Reset balls, strikes not working.
Swung on and missed.
Can I have his number if you want me to call him?
Pulled down the left field side. Foul. Two balls and 2 strikes.
They didn't reset it. What's the function reset? Function reset. There we go. Right, 1 out.
1 ball and 2 strikes from Kingery and misses high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sorry about that. We had a little technical difficulty with the scoreboard. Swing and a miss and a strikeout for Kingery. 2 down in the inning.
Up back the Buccaneers, left fielder number 10, Tyler Davis.
And a breaking ball from Kingery in for a strike. No balls and a strike. And line drive towards Fontenot. Fontenot grabs it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Buccaneers. We'll go to the bottom of the first. No score. So Cameron Fontenot will lead it off for the Saints here in the bottom of the first inning. And the first pitch is a strike. No balls and a strike to Fontenot. Saints are 3-0 so far on the weekend, but playing their toughest opponent of the weekend in the Haughton Buccaneers. Pitch misses high, 1 ball and 1 strike. And the pitch misses high, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1 to Fontenot. Fly ball towards left field. Left fielder didn't even move. 4 out, number 1. Oh. Hang on, Rock. No. So Richard to bat now with 1 out. And the first pitch is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Richard off the handle. Blooper towards second baseman. Second baseman picks it up off the bounce and throws over for out number 2. And that'll bring up number 29, the DH, Mark Johnston, with 2 down. And the pitch misses high, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch misses high again, 2 balls and no strikes.
So first time we unplugged it, it started over. Then I did because it couldn't. The function 1 reset didn't do it, so we unplugged it. And then just now the function reset did do it when it locked up. But I had, you're not far along again. We do something.
Swing and a miss, 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike to Johnson. And the pitch misses low. 3 balls and a strike to Johnston. And ball 4. So Palermo to bat with 2 down and Johnson at first. And Palermo hits it high in the air towards the Saints dugout. And it'll fall in foul territory. No balls and 1 strike to Palermo.
Square it up.
No balls and a strike. Johnson takes off and Palermo fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2 to Palermo. And Johnston takes off again. Throw down. Will not be in time. Stolen base for Mark Johnston. Oh, I'm sorry. Palermo swung and missed for the strikeout. So 3 outs in the inning. We'll head to the top of the second. No score from McMurray Park. Top of the second inning, no score.
Back to the Buccaneers, first baseman number 23, Andrew Sewell.
First pitch is grounded foul down the right side. No balls and a strike. Swung on and missed on the changeup. No balls and 2 strikes. And pitch misses outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Kingery. Swung on and missed. Gets away from Aguilar. Throw down is in time. Strikeout for Kingery. And 1 out in the inning.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, designated hitter number 11, Tristan Cormack.
Function 1, reset.
And the first pitch is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes.
The reset ball and strikes.
And 3-pitch strikeout for Kingery.
2 outs.
2 down in the inning.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, right fielder number 0, Jeremiah Wilson.
First pitch from Kingery misses low. 1 ball, no strikes. Ground ball towards Cochran. Cochran takes it on the high bounce, flips it over to Palermo. In time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints. And the top of the second, we'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Kyle Goodo will lead it off for the Saints. Here in the bottom of the second, no score. And the first pitch is high, 1 ball and no strikes. Just a bit outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Goodo. Outside, 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes to Goodo. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second, no score. And inside, ball 4. Leadoff walk for Goodo. And that'll bring up second baseman Blake Granger.
Second baseman, number 23, Blake Granger.
First pitch, and he shows bunt. Pitch was high. Throw down to first is not in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Granger shows bunt, pulls back and swings at it. 1 ball and 1 strike, fouls it off. Throw over to first, and Goodo is back. One to Granger. Third baseman way up on the grass. Pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Catcher throws to first, but Goodo is back. Two balls and a strike to Granger. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes to Granger. And Granger fouls it off to stay alive. 2-2. To Granger. And Granger strikes out. 4 out, number 1. So Aguilar will bat with 1 out, and Goodo at first base. Aguilar hits it out of play down the right side. No balls and 1 strike. Throw over to first, and Goodo is back. Aguilar swings and misses. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes now to Aguilar. Ground ball, base hit in the left field for Aguilar. Goodo will have to hold up at second base. So Cochran to bat now with 1 out, runners at first and second. And Cochran lays down the bunt, and he's going to be safe. Infield base hit for Cochran on the bunt, and that'll load the bases for Julian Gonzalez with 1 out. So Gonzalez with 1 out and the bases loaded. And the pitch misses high. 1 ball and no strikes. And Gonzalez is hit by the pitch, and that'll bring home Goodo. And the Saints will take a 1-0 lead. Saints will take a 1-0 lead here. And looks like we're going to have a pitching change for Haughton. Pitching change for Haughton coming up. We'll be right back. New pitcher for Haughton is number 5. Bases are loaded, 1 out, and the Saints with a 1-0 lead. First pitch to Fontenot is low. No balls and 1 strike. Kramer at third, Cochran at second, and Gonzalez at first, with Fontenot at the plate. And the pitch misses low. 2 balls and no strikes now to Fontenot. Here's the 2-0. Popped up towards shortstop, and everybody's going to have to get back. So 2 outs now, bases loaded for Richard. And first pitch to Richard is called a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Richard. 2 down in the inning. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Saints lead 1-0. Ground ball towards second base. Second baseman has it, throws over to first in time for out number 3. Saints pick up a run here in the bottom of the second, but leave the bases loaded. We'll go to the third inning. St. Louis 1, Haughton 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So top of the third inning. Saints up 1-0 over Haughton. First pitch is base hit into right field. And Haughton will have their leadoff batter on base. First pitch from Kingery misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball towards second base. Granger comes over. Only play is going to be to first. And he's out at first base. The runner advances to second base and 1 out in the inning now. So 1 down runner at second for Haughton. First pitch from Kingery misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 from Kingery. He's in for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now. Two-one just misses off the outside corner. 3 balls and 1 strike. Outside corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, and a runner at second for Haughton. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Fontenot has it. Checks the runner back, throws it to second, and they got him. Heads up play by Fontenot. Get the runner back to second base and get the out to Granger. So now 2 outs and a runner at first for Haughton. The 2 down runner at first for Haughton. And the first pitch is in for a strike. No balls and 1 strike from Kingery. Throw over to first is not in time. Throw to first again. Top of the 3rd inning, Saints lead Haughton 1-0. Haughton with 2 outs and a runner at first base. Pitch is fouled off down the left side, out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes from Kingery. And 2 outs. Pitch misses outside. Runner heads to second. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And runner at second for Haughton now with 2 outs. Pitch misses high, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes from Kingery. Fly ball towards center field, and Gonzalez takes a couple steps over and grabs it for out number 3. Haughton strands a runner in the top of the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Your score, St. Louis 1, Haughton 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. Mark Johnston will lead it off for the Saints. Here in the bottom of the third, Saints are leading 1-0 over the Haughton Buccaneers. First pitch is hit high in the air towards left field. Left fielder coming in a couple steps. Now he's got to run a long way and makes the grab for out number 1. So 1 out in the inning. So Palermo bat with 1 out. And the first pitch is called a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Palermo. Pitch misses inside, 1-1. One is fouled down the third baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Palermo.
Close to plate.
One ball, 2 strikes. Ground ball towards second base. Over to first. In time for out number 2. Goodo with 2 outs. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike. Goodo hits one high in the air towards the right side. First baseman back on the grass. Second baseman calls him off and makes the grab for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints in the third. We'll go to the fourth inning. Your score, St. Louis 1 and Haughton 0 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. Top of the fourth inning, Saints lead 1-0 over Haughton. First pitch from Kingery misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch is low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Kingery. Outside, 3-0. And the pitch misses just off the outside corner. 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning for Haughton. Nobody out, runner at first. And the pitch misses high. 1 ball, no strikes. High fly ball towards left field. Reshort comes in a few steps and makes the grab for out number 1. Runner heads back to first base. So 1 down for the Buccaneers.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, first baseman, number 23, Andrew Sewell.
First pitch from Kingery's high. 1 ball and no strikes. Throw over to first. It is not in time. Ground ball into right field for a base hit. Runner has to hold up at second base. The 1 out, and Haughton has runners at first and second.
Buccaneers designated hitter, number 11, Tristan Carmack.
1 down, 2 on for Haughton. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes from Kingery. Pitch misses low and outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside and low again. 3 balls and no strikes from Kingery. Here's the 3-0 pitch. And it misses high for ball 4, and that'll load the bases for Haughton. And Coach Mouton will head out to talk to his pitcher.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, right fielder, number 0, Jeremiah Wilson.
Bases loaded and 1 out for Haughton. First pitch from Kingery is high. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball towards Fontenot. To Granger over to first. And the ball gets away. 2 runs, 1 got him. The 1 run scores, then Palermo throws him out at the plate to Aguilar. So Haughton ties the game, but the Saints get the out at the plate. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Your score, Haughton 1, St. Louis 1. So Granger to lead it off for the Saints in the bottom of the fourth. Score tied at 1. And the first pitch catches the inside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch misses high. 1 ball and 1 strike to Goodo. One ball, 1 strike. And the pitch misses inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Granger. Pitch catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two misses outside, and the count will be full. Full count. What? 3 balls and 2 strikes to Granger. Granger drives one towards left field. Left fielder and center fielder come together. They almost run into each other, but left fielder makes the grab for out number 1. So Aguilar to bat with 1 out. And the pitch hits Aguilar in the back. So Cochran to bat with 1 out. And the courtesy runner is Colin Kramer at first base. And Cochran lays down the bunt. Throw to first is going to be in time. Kramer heads to second base. And with 2 down, that'll bring up Julian Gonzalez. And the first pitch to Gonzalez is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes to Gonzalez. Ground ball towards second base. Second baseman has it over to first. In time for out number 3, Saints strand a runner. And we'll go to the 5th inning. Your score, Haughton 1, St. Louis 1. Top of the 5th inning, score tied at 1. And the first pitch from Kingery catches the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike. Breaking ball misses outside, 1-1. Breaking ball on the inside corner is called strike. No ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball towards Fontenot. Over to first in time for out number 1.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, shortstop number 1, Sam Aaron.
So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And blooper into center field. It'll fall in front of Gonzalez for a base hit. 1 out base hit for Haughton.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, second baseman number 17, Reed Wilson.
One down, runner at first for the Buccaneers. Runner takes off and swung on and fouled down the right side out of play. So no balls and a strike. Throw over to first. He is not in time. And fly ball into right field. And it's going to fall in for a hit. Gonzalez gets it back in and runners at first and third now for Haughton with 1 out.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, center fielder number 2, Jonathan Plant.
First pitch from Kingery and he shows bunt. Misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. And misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Outside. And 3 balls and no strikes now from Kingery. The 3-1. 3-0 pitch is in for a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now from Kingery. Runners at first and third with 1 out for Haughton. And line drive to Palermo. Palermo steps on first for the double play, and the Saints get out of trouble here in the top of the 5th. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Your score, St. Louis 1 and Haughton 1 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. Bottom of the 5th inning in a 1-1 ball game. And the leadoff batter, Cameron Fontenot for the Saints. Fontenot drives the first pitch right down the middle towards the center fielder. Center fielder makes the grab for out number 1. Zach Richard will bat with 1 out. And the first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike to Richard. And the pitch bounces in front of Richard. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Richard pops it up towards the shortstop. Third baseman calls it and makes the grab for out number 2. So Mark Johnston will bat now with 2 outs and nobody on for the Saints. And the first pitch is in front of the plate. 1 ball and no strikes. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Johnston. Deep ball towards left side. Left fielder coming over and makes the grab on the run for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll go to the 6th inning. Your score tied at 1. St. Louis 1, Haughton 1. Top of the 6th inning, score tied at 1. And the first pitch from Kingery is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. One 0 misses low. 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0 is low and outside. 3 balls and no strikes from Kingery. And strike called. 3 balls and a strike. Ground ball, foul down the left side. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up towards Granger at second. Just inside on the dirt. And he makes the grab for out number 1. And Coach Collins will head out to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change for the Saints. The new pitcher will be Ferguson Cochran, and we'll be right back after warm-ups. Ground ball over to Fontenot. Fontenot to first. And in time for out number 1. I'm sorry, that's out number 2. 2 down in the inning. So Cochran takes over on the mound. Jeremiah Caesar comes in to play third in place of Kingery. Swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch. No balls and 1 strike from Cochran. Ground ball towards first, and it trickles foul. No balls and 2 strikes. So the 0-2 from Cochran misses low and outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, and it's fouled off down the left side. Count will stay 1-2. 1-1 ball game here in the top of the 6th. And pitches high and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 from Cochran. And it's foul. And 2-2 pitch is high. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Blooper towards Fontenot at short. And Fontenot makes the grab for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 6th. We'll go to bottom of the 6th. Your score tied at 1 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So Palermo will lead it off for the Saints here in the bottom of the 6th inning in a tie ball game, 1-1. And the first pitch misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Palermo fouls it back, 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Palermo. And swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes to Palermo. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher has it. Over to first for out number 1.
Up to bat for the Saints. Number 30, right fielder.
So Goodo bat with 1 out. And Goodo swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play down the right side. No balls and 1 strike. High fly ball towards foul territory down the right side. And the right fielder makes the grab over his shoulder for out number 2. So 2 down in the inning.
Up to bat for the Saints, number 23, Blake Granger.
So Granger now with 2 down. And the first pitch is over his head. 1 ball and no strikes. One to one, bottom of the 6th inning. Granger pops it up high. Pitcher calls it and makes the grab for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Saints in the bottom of the 6th. We'll go to the 7th inning. Score tied at 1. Top of the 7th inning, score tied at 1. And the first pitch is low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes from Cochran. And strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1 from Cochran. Curveball misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Popped up off the right side, out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 2-2. Swung on, back towards Cochran. Over to Palermo. 1 out.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, right fielder, number 0, Jeremiah Wilson.
So 1 down in the inning. And the first pitch from Cochran's low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Shows bunt. Back to Cochran. Over to first in time. 2 down.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, the catcher number 7, Austin Clemens.
2 outs. And the curveball misses outside from Cochran. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball and 1 strike with 2 down. Breaking ball misses low. 2 balls and a strike. High and inside. 3-1 from Cochran. Strike called. Full count. Here's the 3-2. Ground ball towards Fontenot. Fontenot has it. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down. In the top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, St. Louis 1, Haughton 1 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So Aguilar to lead it off for the Saints here in the bottom of the 7th. Score tied at 1. First pitch is fouled off out of play. No balls and 1 strike. And a high fastball is called a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Aguilar. Aguilar fouls it back. Count stays 0-2. Pitch is low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ball and 2 strikes to Aguilar. And Aguilar slices down the right side. Foul. Count will stay 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th inning. Score tied at 1. Low and outside. 2-2. Two to Aguilar. And Aguilar fouls it down the left side. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jack Aguilar. Aguilar hits it high and foul down the left side. Count will stay 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Aguilar. High fly ball towards third base side. And they can't come up with it. With a high pop-up floating in the wind, looked like it was in foul territory, came back into fair territory and ended up missed, and Aguilar gets first base. Kramer in to run for him, and Cochran to bat. Cochran shows bunt. Pitch misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. So nobody out. And Kramer at first base. And Cochran bunts it. And it's caught by the first baseman. He throws over to first, doubles off Kramer. So 2 down now. Unfortunate event as Cochran just got it up in the air a little bit. Third baseman hustled in and got it and was able to double off Kramer. Of course, Kramer running on the bunt. So Gonzalez to bat with 2 outs and nobody on. And Gonzalez swings at the first pitch and misses. No balls and 1 strike. Pitch misses low, 1-1 to Gonzalez. Here's the 1-1. Swung on and missed. One ball and 2 strikes. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Saints get a runner on, but it gets doubled off on the bunt. And the strikeout will go to the 8th inning. Your score tied at 1 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. So top of the 8th inning, score tied at 1. And the first pitch from Cochran's a strike. The 0-1 curveball misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Curveball drops in, but it's called a ball. 2 balls and 1 strike from Cochran. Pitch misses low, and now it's 3-1. And hit by pitch. So nobody out and a runner at first for Haughton.
Second baseman number 17, Reed Wilson.
Nobody out, runner at first. And the bunt is foul. No balls and 1 strike. Shows bunt again. Offers at it and misses. No balls and 2 strikes. We're in the 8th. Score tied at 1. Throw over to first. It's not in time. Throw again. Almost got him. Go to bunt. And it hit him, but it wasn't called. And the throw gets away from Palermo, and runners get to second and third. So after the bunt and the error on the throw, Haughton will have runners at second and third now with nobody out. Infield is in for the Saints. And the pitch is low and outside. No balls and 1 strike.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
The 0-1 is swung on and fouled. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. And a strikeout for out number 1.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, third baseman number 14, Kirkland Seals.
Ground ball towards Fontenot. Come to the plate. And the throw was off. Throw was offline and the run scores. Haughton will take a 2-1 lead here in the 8th.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, left over number 10, Tyler Davis.
2-1 Haughton here in the top of the 8th. Slow roller to Fontenot. Just had to hurry to the plate. And the throw was a little offline. First pitch from Cochran misses low. 1 ball and no strikes. Ground ball towards Granger. Flip to Fontenot. And Fontenot doesn't throw it to first. And the run scores. And makes it 3-1. So 2 down. And Haughton with a 3-1 lead here in the top of the 8th. And bunt foul. No balls and 1 strike. Popped up to the left side and it'll get out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. Haughton leads 3-1 after scoring 2 here in the top of the 8th inning. Saints with 2 outs and a runner at first base. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Pitch misses outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Timeout is called. And the pitch is fouled off. The count will stay 1-2. And base hit up the middle. Runner will have to hold up at second. So 2 outs, runners at first and second now for Haughton.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, number 11, designated hitter, Tristan Carmack.
2 down, runners at first and second for Haughton. Haughton leads 3-1 here in the top of the 8th inning. Fly ball towards left field. Richard takes a couple steps back, comes over, and makes the grab for out number 3. Haughton picks up a couple runs and will lead 3-1. Saints will need at least 2 to keep playing in the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll be right back. So Fontenot to lead it off here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Saints need 2 runs to keep playing, 3 to win it. And the first pitch catches the outside corner for a strike. No balls and a strike to Fontenot. Pitch misses low. 1 ball and 1 strike. A ball and a strike to Fontenot. Fontenot fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Fontenot fouls it back again. Count will stay 1-2. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two misses high, full count. Three balls and 2 strikes to Fontenot. And Fontenot fouls it back. Three-two to Fontenot. Fontenot drives it to right center field and leadoff base hit. So Richard to bat with nobody out. And Fontenot at first base. Saints trail 3-1 here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch is low and outside to Reshard. 1 ball and no strikes. And the pitch is low. 2 balls and no strikes to Reshard. And a timeout as the Haughton coach wants to have a word with his pitcher. So 2 balls and no strikes, nobody out, and Fontenot at first. Reshard at the plate for the Saints. And strike called to Reshard. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two one to Reshard. And the pitch misses low and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Three one to Reshard. And strike called on the outside corner. Full count. Reshard grounds it back to the pitcher, over to second base in time. Oh, and he drops it. He drops the ball, and Fontenot is going to be called safe at second base. So tailor-made double play turns into an error, and runners at first and second with nobody out, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, Mark Johnston. So Johnston with nobody out. Johnston shows bunt. Pitches outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ball and no strikes to Johnston. Johnston shows bunt again. Pulls back and it's a strike. Throw down the second. Is not in time. 1 ball, 1 strike to Johnston. One ball, 1 strike. Johnson squares and lays it down in front of the plate, and they're going to say it's foul. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Johnston. Runners at first and second. And nobody out. Johnson shows bunt and lays it down the first base side. First baseman has it. It's going to tag Johnston, and the runners are advanced to second and third. So 1 out, runners at second and third for Palermo. Palermo with runners at second and third and one out. First pitch misses outside for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Saints trail by 2. Runners at second and third with 1 out for Palermo. Pitch misses low now. 2 balls and no strikes. Two-0 to Palermo. Palermo swings and foul tips it. 2 balls and a strike. Fly ball towards center field. Center fielder having to run up, and it's going to fall in front of him. Throws down to third base. Richard slides in safe. Fontenot scores. Cuts the lead to 3-2. So pinch runner for Palermo will be Colin Kramer. And Goodo will be at the plate with the tie and run at third base. And 1 out.
Up to bat for the Saints. Right fielder number 30, Kyle Goodo.
So 1 out. Tying run at third base for Goodo. And the first pitch is low and inside. 1 ball and no strikes. One ball, no strikes to Goodo. Goodo fouls it down the right side. 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike to Goodo. Goodo shows bunt. Run comes home. Reshort will score and tie the game. Throw down to first is in time for out number 2. Suicide squeeze ties the game. Goodo lays it down perfectly. Kramer advances to second base. Late inning heroics again for the Saints to tie the game, and we'll keep playing if Granger doesn't win it here for us. 3-3 now in the bottom of the 8th, 2 down, and Kramer at second base. Granger swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. No balls and 1 strike. Granger pulls it foul down the left side. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Granger. 2 outs with Kramer at second base. Swung and fouled back. Count will stay 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Granger. Pitch misses low and outside. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Safe. He tipped it. Count will stay 1-2. I thought he missed it and would have been out. Ump says he tipped it. Granger stays alive. 1-2 to Granger, 2 down. Breaking ball misses high. Granger holds up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Haughton fans are not happy with that call. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Granger with 2 down. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Shortstop has it. Throw to first is in time, and we'll go to the 9th inning. Saints tied up here in the bottom of the 8th. Your score, St. Louis 3, Haughton 3 on the St. Louis Catholic Sports Network. Top of the 9th, score tied at 3. And the first pitch from Cochran is a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Curveball misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. No ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And strike 3 called. 1 out in the inning.
Up to bat for the Buccaneers, the catcher, number 7, Austin Clemens.
So 1 out here in the top of the ninth. Fly ball to center field, and Gonzalez stands there and grabs it for out number 2. So 2 down, nobody on for Haughton.
Shortstop number 1, Sam Aaron.
First pitch misses low, 1 ball and no strikes. Strike called, 1 ball, 1 strike from Cochran. Bunt. Cochran has it, bare hands it, throws. In time for out number 3. Great play by Cochran. Had to barehand it, throw it on down to first. And 3 up, 3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Your score tied at 3.
Up to bat for the Saints, second baseman number 21, J.D. Bouchier.
So Hoosier to lead it off for the Saints. First pitch misses low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Hoosier went into the place of Aguilar, and Granger moved from second base to catcher the last inning. Pitch misses outside. 2 balls and no strikes to Hoosier. Two 2-0 catches the outside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike. Two balls and a strike. Hoosier hits it high in the air towards the right side. Everybody giving chase, and it'll get out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Can't tell if it's wind induced, there's no flags.
2-2 to Hoosier. And pitches high and inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hoosier fouls it off down the right side out of play. Ground ball towards third base. Throw to first. Will be in time to get Hoosier.
Up to bat for the Saints, number 16. Ferguson Cochran.
So Cochran with one out. And fouled back. No balls and one strike. Cochran fouls it back again. No balls and two strikes. No balls and two strikes to Cochran. Nobody on, one out. And the pitch is low. One ball and two strikes. One ball, two strikes to Cochran. And base hit up the middle for Ferguson Cochran.
Up to bat for the Saints, center fielder number 6, Julian Gonzalez.
So Gonzalez will bat with one out and Cochran at first. First pitch is high and outside. One ball and no strikes. Cochran. Gonzalez shows bunt. Pulls back. Throw down towards Cochran. Cochran dives back to first base. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitcher for Haughton came in the second inning. He's getting close to 100 pitches now. Two balls and no strikes to Gonzalez. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. And pitch is low, ball 4. No, I turned it down on purpose. And it looks like we're going to have a pitch and change for Haughton. We'll be right back after this. So Fontenot up with 1 out, runners at first and second. And the first pitch is high, 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 to Fontenot. Strike on the outside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Fontenot. Cochran at second and Gonzalez at first. High outside corner is called a strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2. Outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 to Fontenot. Hit high towards the left side. And it's a fair ball. And that'll load the bases for Zach Richard. So the high fly ball down the left field line. The runners had to hold up, so they weren't able to advance more than 1 base. So bases loaded, 1 out, and that'll bring up Zach Richard. One out, bases loaded. Winning run on third base for the Saints. And the first pitch to Richard's called a strike on the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Game tied at 3 in the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded with 1 out. And Richard fouls it back. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls and 2 strikes to Richard with 1 out. Richard slaps it down the third base side, foul. Oh, 2 to Richard. High and outside, throw down to third is not in time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball, foul down the third base side. Count will stay 1 and 2. Bottom of the 9th. Score tied at 3. Saints have the bases loaded with 1 out and Zach Richard at the plate. And Richard fights it off, fouls it down the right side. Count stays 1 and 2. Fontenot at first, Gonzalez at second, and what would be the winning run, Cochran at third. And Richard swings and misses for strike 3. Oh, you're going to say he tipped it. So foul tip, Richard stays alive, 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Bases are loaded in a tie game. Richard grounds it to first. First baseman's going to come home for the force, and he's safe. He couldn't catch the ball. Cochran jumps over him and safe, and Richard with the walk-off for the win, 4-3 over the Haughton Buccaneers. Saints go 4-0 on the weekend and run their record to 14-5 on the season, with district play starting Monday night. With 9 innings, just like last year, we went 9 innings with Haughton, and Haughton won it. Saints win it on the ground ball by Richard to throw to the plate, and the catcher couldn't hang on. Cochran scores the winning run. So from McMurray Park, your final score is St. Louis 4, Haughton 3. For Steve Cochran, Rock Palermo, James Richard, I'm Ken Ortega. We'll see you Monday night for the opening of district play from Iota. Final score, St. Louis 4, Haughton 3.